What up, world? Welcome to a new episode of BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am Brandon Janeau, and like always, on all podcast platforms everywhere, BrandonJaneauShow. Social media platforms, Instagram, Threads, Brandon Janeau, Facebook, The Brandon Janeau Show, and of course, TikTok, Brandon Janeau Show. Go follow me on all of those social media platforms. I would extremely appreciate it if you did. Where you can go, though. Where you can go Where you can go is the YouTube channel, Brand New Show. You subscribe to the YouTube channel, Brand New Show, and you will be okay with me because I definitely would love that you would subscribe to the YouTube channel, Brand New Show. Help in the algorithms if you like the vids. I think you can even share it, like the clips, everything, man. I appreciate you guys. Let's do this. This is wrestling life. A lot has been going on this past couple weeks for wrestling. Last week, I didn't get a chance to talk about it. Well, last week, really, there was really nothing going on. How fast shit changed in wrestling. Because last week, they had nothing going on. And there was nothing to talk about. And there was nothing to get excited about. This week, holy shit. Okay, wait a minute. We might got something here, ladies and gentlemen. We might have something. Let's kick it off with this. Monday Night Raw already has happened. That's why I'm not watching it, and I'm on here with you guys. They're in Paris, France. It came on like 1 o'clock here in Houston. Um, I did the Wrestling Life episode last night on Clash in Paris. I talked about it. Go listen to it on all podcast platforms everywhere. Like I said, on my YouTube channel, I got a clip out right now on YouTube, on my Instagram, on my TikTok. Excuse me, BrandonJaneauShow. So go watch it. I didn't speak on this because I just I'm one of these guys that got to see it to believe it. I'm in this minority of like I got to see it to believe it. I don't believe it. I've heard so many times that this situation could happen that I don't really give a shit, to the point where now it's like, man, if it happens, great. I'm going to lose my fucking mind because I'm a fucking fan of wrestling. I would love to see this happen. It needs to happen. It'd be great to see if it happens. But I didn't talk about it last night because, again, it didn't even, you know what's crazy? It didn't even cross my mind that this could be a possibility until today. Ladies and gentlemen, AJ Lee is coming back. AJ Lee is coming back. There is no way around this shit no more. Real and CM Punk kind of had a little something going on backstage on Monday night. If you saw it, if you're now probably tuning in, watching it, spoiler. If you're watching it now, it's probably not a fucking spoiler at all. But CM Punk last night got screwed over by Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. Everybody, of course, on social media was like, "Oh my god, AJ Lee's coming back." Even Punk grabbed a sign. You even heard WWE outwardly say AJ Lee's name on the post show. They outwardly was saying, Big E was like, "Man, CM Punk got a wife that wrestles," and I think it was Jackie Redman. She was like, "You think this is the time for AJ Lee to jump into this shit?" Like, it's like, whoa. And then today happens, and you see the progression of the story, which is, Punk needs someone that can take care of Becky. And it can't be Rhea, and it can't be Roxanne, and it can't be this one or that one. It has to be AJ Lee. Because they're not going to go as hard for you than your wife. Like, they're not going to go as hard for you than your wife. My thing is this. I don't want it to be like a Maurice situation where you kind of threw her in a situation because you just wanted to have Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella versus Miz and Maurice. AJ Lee's been training here and there. She's been in a couple of shows where she's actually had to be a wrestler. So it's not like she's completely out of, like, she's never been in the ring for the last couple of years. She's been on a TV show. What's that TV show that used to be on Stars? Forgot about it now. I forgot the damn name of it. Hills. She's been on a TV show. Like, CM Punk was on a TV show. Like, she's been in the ring. She's been training. We've seen videos of her training with CM Punk, like a year ago? So she has been training. It's not like she's not been in these situations. But I am extremely. I'm not trying to get my feelings because I'm again. But today, how they did this setup of it, it's happening. Like I can't even sit here and pretend like it can't happen now. It's happening. I was trying like, listen, bro, I did not want to get my hopes up. I'm like, I'm not doing this shit again. Y'all say this shit every fucking year. The AJ Lee's coming back, and I'm like, my nigga, when the like I'm like my nigga, like seriously, bro. And I think WWE. This is how funny this shit is. What did CM Punk just celebrate 4 years ago? That happened what 4 years ago? I think it was. Yeah, 4 years ago. What just happened in CM Punk's career? 4 years, 2 years, 4 years ago. What happened in CM Punk's career 4 years ago? In Chicago at the United Center. CM Punk came back to wrestling. He did it in AEW. WWE's fucking with these dudes. I swear to God. Yo, they are assholes. Hey, WWE, they ain't slick. Like we don't know this. 4 years ago, CM Punk came back to wrestling in AEW in the United Center. So they literally like, okay, we got a plan. Like, we got a plan. We gonna sell this bitch out with the maybe AJ Lee comes back. Like, what the fuck, dog? Like, that's some asshole shit, bro. They are literally, oh my god, bro. I literally had to think about. I'm like, bro, CM Punk literally, what, like a week ago, like 2 weeks ago, was his 4-year anniversary of him coming back to wrestling. So you literally are going to just steal a page from AEW's playbook, which is AJ Lee hasn't wrestled in like a decade. So you're going to have a comeback in Chicago on a Friday night. Yo, these niggas are assholes. Oh my God, they are assholes, bro. I just realized that shit. That is crazy, bro. 4 years ago, CM Punk came back in Chicago to wrestling. So you're going to do the same shit. Chicago, Friday night, it's just going to be a WWE. Bro, that shit, that's fucked up. They're assholes. They are fucked up in the head. Triple H, you son of a bitch. You are, now I see why these AEW fans should get at your ass on that. That's fucked up. Oh man, that's so fucked up. Oh, that's an asshole. That's some fucked up shit. You don't do no shit like that. You don't do no. Just thought about that. That literally, like, he literally just celebrated coming back to wrestling like 4 years ago. What, a week or two ago? You're gonna literally do the same shit. You're gonna do it in Chicago on a Friday night on SmackDown. It is gonna be at the beginning of the show. You can do the John Cena angle with Brock Lesnar at the end of the show. You can do that at the end. SmackDown needs that because Cody Rhodes is not there. You need something to begin it and end it. It would fit. It would do better if Punk and AJ starts it, but Cena and Brock close it. That's how the fuck you do that. Because it will make you have to watch Friday Night SmackDown. Like, it will make you have to watch Friday Night SmackDown. That is something that they have struggled to get people to be interested in. People just do not want to watch Friday Night SmackDown. I am one of those people. I don't give a shit about Friday Night SmackDown. You have no Cody Rhodes. You have no interest in women's tag team, women's division. You have nothing on SmackDown. Like, what the fuck? But if you do that, now you cooking. Because now you're having us watch this shit. You have us watching it. We know Cena's going to be there. And now Punk's like, interesting. Okay, tremendous. Got you. Bro, WWE is assholes. Triple H, you think you slick, you son of a bitch. I figured you out. That is literally the plan. AJ Lee, people is like, oh man, they really bring AJ Lee back because of, no, nigga, they doing it for petty reasons. Like, literally the 4-year anniversary of CM Punk coming back to wrestling was literally 2 weeks ago? They literally are going to just copy AEW's playbook. It's like, oh, the shit you couldn't do, we're just going to bring AJ Lee back to wrestling. And now they'll just build a match for the next 3 weeks. Bro, these motherfuckers are assholes. They assholes. And I fucking love it. It's petty as shit. And I fucking love it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, this shit gonna get good. Ah, you motherfucker, you. Yeah. I got yeah. AJ Lee's coming back Friday night. It's happening. It's fucking happening. And Triple H, you think you slick, you son of a bitch. You think you slick. I see it. I big game. I saw what you was doing. It's literally the same shit that AEW did 4 years ago with CM Punk. The same shit. AJ Lee's been gone for a decade, and she hasn't been in WWE in a decade. She hasn't wrestled in a decade. You're just literally going to bring her back for a decade. And literally 4 years since CM Punk came back to wrestling. Same fucking thing AEW did. And now it's more intriguing. See, CM Punk sold out an entire building off of a rumor. It's a rumor of AJ Lee maybe coming back. But the way this story has progressed in just 24 hours of each other, it's happening. Like Becky attacking Punk like she did. Oh yeah, it's going down. It's happening. Oh fuck, I gotta watch Friday, bro. It's just I said this on WWE. I forgot it was even WWE that I posted this shit on. I said, man, well, SmackDown just became must see this week. I said, goddamn. Well, SmackDown just became must see this week. Because we haven't been must see. SmackDown just did something that was very interesting. You got people now interested in fucking SmackDown. I haven't been interested in SmackDown in a couple weeks. I don't watch it. I just don't watch SmackDown. I'm watching that shit this Friday. I tell you that fucking much. Snake son of a bitch. You see Triple H, I saw you play bitch. I see you. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I'm like literally, I'm like, no, like Punk just literally celebrated his 4-year anniversary to coming back to wrestling in its entirety. They're literally just gonna copy the same playbook AEW did. But there's actually a story there already. See, that's the one thing that AEW just did this off of a rumor, and Punk had to make a matchup with Darby Allin on the spot when he got there. This is a story. This is an actual story. And this is the one thing I said about last night with Becky Lynch. Who the fuck does she challenge? Who's the fucking challenger after? Who's the challenger after Nikki Bella? Because they have no woman to really challenge Becky. This story breaks off into Becky and AJ, which is perfect because Becky needs that. She needs an opponent because she has none. And a actual real opponent that's actually a viable threat. That shit works, man. That shit works. Thank you, Slick, Triple H. I saw you, motherfucker. I see you. I see you. I see you. Speaking of WrestlePalooza, it is official. Stephanie Vaquer is going to fight Io Sky for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship vacated title that Naomi had to lay down because, well, she is pregnant. She's pregnant. Congratulations to Naomi and Jimmy Uso, which, by the way, I'll talk about the Usos in a minute. I know a lot of people also super jumping out the window for that one, too, which I've been saying for fucking weeks. Bro, there's nothing left you can do with Jay. He has gone as far as he can. He has gone as far as he can as a solo competitor. He's won an Intercontinental title. He's been World Heavyweight Champion. That's about as far as he can fucking go. You need to put him back with his brother and get this fucking tag team back together. Nobody knows him better than Jimmy. You've tried to pair him with Punk. You tried it with Roman. You tried it with LA Knight. If he's going to get rid of Brian Breaker and Bronson Reed, and also being that Jimmy and Jay and Roman literally grew up together, they are really fucking brothers. That's not just like a blood. Like them, if you actually know their history, them dudes are actually like tight as shit. They played football together and all of this shit. Went to schools, all that shit together. Like them dudes are fucking tight as shit. You knew it was coming to this situation at some point. Now the question really does become: does Jimmy move to Raw? And if that is the case, I wouldn't mind it. It'd be a great situation. It needs to happen. I'm not against it. I'm not opposed to it. If you are going to pair the Usos up, not just to fight Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, and this is going to also lead to them being a actual real tag team for the foreseeable future, which means they're going to be together on Monday Night Raw, which they desperately need fucking tag teams on Monday Night fucking Raw, then let's do this. Let's do this. But Stephanie and Io, they are officially the first match officially announced for WrestlePalooza. I love this match. I love it. I think it's a great match. So I was thinking about this match a little bit, getting ready for the show. Thought about it for a couple minutes. I thought about it for a couple hours since they announced it. For weeks, I've been saying Stephanie has to win a belt. This is kind of obvious. Io's in a way other storyline. Like, you don't want to give the belt back to Io just to then have to probably drop it in a month to Rhea. That'd be very stupid. Io's already also in a progressive storyline with the Kabuki Warriors and how Asuka particularly was acting today on Raw. How she was just very like, you can't talk to nobody. Like, bitch, bitch, who the fuck you think you're talking to? You can't tell me not to talk to nobody. Like, the fuck you talking about? They ain't your friend. Like, what? I never said they were. What the fuck is going on? Like it was just, what the fuck? If the storyline progression is Kabuki Warriors, Io, and Rhea, which it seems like it is, then Io does not need the belt. And you do need to give it to Stephanie. But here's the problem with that. I think Io should win the belt. The reason why I said I think Io should win the belt now is because I have no idea what you do with Stephanie. Stephanie has no storylines. She's on Raw, and she's not in any of the storylines that they're trying to tell with these women. None. For somebody that you're supposed to be trying to push to the moon as the next big star for the women's division, she ain't used at all. She could have fit any storyline that you wanted to push. The Judgment Day, you could have used up with the Judgment Day angles. Hell, she could have been the one in the goddamn locker room tonight and not Laura Vancaria to get her prepared for the title match. Y'all haven't used her for shit. Shit. This is why I think Io winning the belt now isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Because for me personally, if I was Triple H, I'll move Stephanie to SmackDown. I'll move her right to SmackDown. She will automatically, without a fucking shadow of a doubt, be the biggest woman wrestler already on that fucking brand. And it's not even close. She's bigger than Tiffany. She's bigger than Jade. She's bigger than Naomi. Not Naomi, Nia. She's bigger than Charlotte. She's bigger than Alexa. She would automatically be already considered the woman to beat on SmackDown. And she ain't even a champion yet. And then on top of that, the storyline progressions that you don't have on SmackDown would immediately get interesting if she's there. You know why? Because every woman will feel threatened immediately by her. Immediately. Tiffany does not have a challenger at all. Oh, well, let me take that back. Jade Cargill is her challenger. Now, how the fuck does that happen? I don't fucking know. What the fuck did Jade Cargill do to get the goddamn title match? Nobody knows. But do we believe Jade Cargill's beating Tiffany? Fuck no. If Io beats Stephanie, you can move Stephanie to SmackDown. And that is why I think it's a way better situation if you move Stephanie to SmackDown. She's already got built-in storylines on SmackDown. Like, if you actually think about it, they fucked up tremendously with this. She could have moved to SmackDown. Think about the wrestlers she's already got problems with on SmackDown. Her and Julia. Their NXT situations and also traveling the world together. Her and Julia, her and Chelsea Green and the Secret Hervis. You can actually build an actual face-heel dynamic with Tiffany and Stephanie and have Tiffany chase Stephanie for the next couple months until you feel like it's a time to maybe Julia and Stephanie at WrestleMania. Julia's not been on TV and you haven't used her properly. Well, Stephanie's there. You gotta put Julia on TV because those two are the yin and yang of each other. Again, I'm just saying shit. Maybe it takes, maybe it doesn't. But for me, I've been saying for weeks, oh, it needs to be Stephanie. She won the Battle Royal. She got this number one contendership. She supposedly the next rising star. Give her the belt. Let's see what happens. But on Raw, it's too crammed. Rhea's already star. Io's a fucking star. You got clearly the Kabuki Warriors that's in a storyline with both of those women. Roxanne and Raquel could just fit in any situation on Raw. Shit, they're in now the Laura and Bailey situation. Like they're now in the Laura and Bailey situation. Becky's got her own situation, which clearly now is going to lead probably to AJ Lee. So where the fuck does Stephanie fit? Even if she's the champion, where does she fit? Even if she wins the belt, where does she fit? She doesn't fit. Io needs to beat her. She needs to go to SmackDown. Now, do you need to switch, do you need to switch, somebody off of SmackDown? I'll say Becky. I'm not Becky. Bianca. Bianca going to Raw would not be a bad decision. Now, usually I'll say keep all the women on SmackDown that you can keep. But if you are going to move, let's say if you are going to move, Stephanie, they're not just going to let her not, you're not going to not move somebody to Raw. So if that's the case, then it's going to probably be Bianca. I wouldn't be surprised. Because Bianca's got built-in storylines on Raw. Io, Rhea, Becky. Bianca's got built-in storylines on Raw. But if I was WWE, that's the fucking move. I don't shit nobody say. That's the fucking move. I'm moving Stephanie to SmackDown. She loses in Clash. She loses in WrestlePalooza. Io gets the belt back. As much as I hate that, her storylines are better. The storylines are better if Io does actually have the championship. But yeah, man, I think you got to move Stephanie to SmackDown. If she loses, you have to move her to SmackDown. It just makes more sense if you move her to SmackDown. Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn won the U.S. Championship this past weekend, this past Friday night. He beat Solo Sikoa. Solo is now officially, Sami is now officially the U.S. champion. Listen, man. Sami deserved to win the belt. I know people were having, the eulogies and how could they do Solo like this? Easily. He's not good in the ring. It's very easy. He sucks in the ring. It's not great. Um, he's a somewhat version of Rikishi. That's not a good thing. That's a reason why Rikishi could never really get over the hump and be a defending champion, be a world champion. There was a reason for that. Solo's starting to fall into that same situation right now. You can like Solo the character, but miss me with that wrestling shit. He's not good. He can't handle his own. He's never had a match where he was the best match on the card. Like that shit is crazy. If he's on the card and you want to sell me a match with Solo Sikoa, all right, cool. Let's do this. If he's on a card and it's a 6-card match and a 7-card match, cool. Then Solo's on a card, all right, whatever. But if you're sitting there trying to tell me he's the match that I have to watch, like, fuck no. Sammy needed to win this belt because there was no other alternative for fucking Sammy. Sammy does not have a goddamn. Sammy needs a pathway for a character. He didn't have one for a very long time. I have said numerous times if I was Triple H, if I was Triple H, I'll put the U.S. title on Sammy, and I would immediately bring back the U.S. Open Challenge. And now that they have officially, I'm assuming, moved Jay to Raw, now people can stop crying, bitching him on, and complaining about, well, Jay should have won the belt. Shut up. They have now officially moved Jay to Raw. Thank God. You can have Sammy go one-on-one with Carmelo Hayes, with Aleister Black, Montez Ford, DIY, Motor City Machine Guns. Those dudes have had, you know, solo careers in TNA, incredible solo careers in TNA. DIY, both former NXT champions. Bro, there's so many things you could do with Sammy as the U.S. champion that needs to happen to build his character back. But people that sitting there saying, oh my God, I can't believe Solo lost the belt to Sammy. I can't believe Solo lost the belt. I can't believe. Bro, it needed to happen. Solo was never going to be the quintessential best. Solo was never going to be the quintessential best goddamn wrestler. Solo won the belt and had only 3 title defenses in 60 fucking days. He literally defended the belt against Jimmy at Saturday Main Event. He defended the belt against Jimmy at Saturday Night Main Event. He defended the belt against Jacob at SummerSlam, and they lost the belt to Solo. Now some people are like, "Oh man, I can't believe." What was the other thing? What was the other thing that people were so offended by? Like I've said, man, Solo winning, keeping the belt would have been very stupid. Oh, Solo kept getting pinned by Sammy. Now, I will agree, wrestling philosophy says you do not lose 3 consecutive goddamn times to a person. But that shows you how much they believe in Solo. That's a reprimandum on Solo that it is on Sammy. I don't think people understand that. But Sammy needed to win the belt. Which brings me also to Monday Night Raw, where AJ Styles lost to Dominic Mysterio. That's another situation where I'm very against. I don't know why you did that. Clearly, they're still going to go with this dynamic of Finn Balor beating Dominic Mysterio at some point. But again, you're wasting the Intercontinental Championship being on a fucking person like Dominic Mysterio. Now, Dom wrestled his ass off. If you had to actually ask me who's the better wrestlers right now when it comes to the future, it's Dom, then Braun Breaker, then Solo. Like, if you had to give me the future conversation, now, are we also equating NXT? Then it's Dom Oba, Javon Evans. I like Brian's style just a little bit more than Trick Williams. Brian Breaker, then Trick Williams, and then Solo. Dom wrestled his ass off. I gotta give Dom his credit. But again, Dom has been a champion. Y'all realize Dom has been a fucking Intercontinental champion since WrestleMania? He's only had 4 title defenses in 120 something days. Now, again, this is also Triple H's doing. Dom has also been hurt somewhat. But there's got to be some sense of understanding that this situation is bad. You got a mid-card title on a guy that doesn't even wrestle a lot. That's a fucking problem. Like, that's a very fucking bad problem. You should have gave that belt to. Now, here's the thing. Is AJ Styles, again, this is one of those times where AJ Styles got screwed over again by a Grande Americano. Is that the match on WrestlePalooza and AJ Styles gets his title, gets the Intercontinental Championship at WrestlePalooza? Now, if that is the case, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if AJ Styles actually ends up getting his title match, getting the title at WrestlePalooza. I know we've been saying it's going to be at Paris, but what if it's at WrestlePalooza? Now, you're going to have to explain. I, yeah, I think AJ needs to beat uh, Dom at WrestlePalooza. Holding, keeping that belt on on Dominic Mysterio for no reason. Also, depending on what they do at Worlds Collide, which is I think like in a couple of weeks, which is like next Friday. What they do with Worlds Collide with Dom and Vikingo would tell me what they're gonna do with Dom and AJ moving forward. But yeah, but Sammy deserved the belt. AJ Styles should have won tonight, and that's the end of that. Speaking of WrestlePalooza, this is pretty obvious. WWE is trying to put AEW in the fucking ground. And like I said, AJ Lee coming back is one thing, but Brock Lesnar, I don't think Cody's coming back anytime soon. The reason why I say that is because I don't. Cody's got to be on Friday Night SmackDown this Friday. I think this is what I think. I think it's gonna be Drew versus Randy Orton at WrestlePalooza. Winner gets winner gets Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel. I think that's where this is going to get interesting. I think it's going to be Drew versus Randy Orton at WrestlePalooza. Winner gets Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel. I don't know if they're going to bring back the Crown Jewel belts in Australia. That'd be very stupid to do so. I can see it, but I think that's the match. I think that's the play. I think it's going to be Drew versus Randy Orton. Like I said at SummerSlam, that should have happened at SummerSlam. We're going to get at WrestlePalooza. Winner gets Cody Rhodes in Australia. And I think Drew's going to win. But they're trying to put AEW in the ground. And AEW is not doing them any favors. I mean, AEW is not doing themselves any help. You are already announcing matches ahead of time, which is great for you and your fans, your sickos. But the problem with that is that you don't think that you can handle. You don't think that you are capable. You don't think that you're capable of holding them off. And again, WWE is very fucking smart. Like I said, Friday, if this is the truth that AJ Lee is coming back, it's game over. It's game over. John Cena, Brock Lesnar was already going to sell it. Now, a lot of people saying, well, Cody is going to be there. I do think Cody. That's why I say Friday is going to be a very interesting fucking Friday Night SmackDown. Because Cody has to be on the show. But I can easily see WWE going. I can easily see WWE going Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. I can easily see it. I can see Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. I can see it at WrestlePalooza. Now they have been saying it's going to be Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is going to be on the card, but I don't see how Cody Rhodes is on the card when I don't know how Cody Rhodes is on the card if he's shooting Street Fighter. It's not enough time to build a match on top of that. Yeah, I don't know how you build a card. I have no idea how you build this card. If Cody's not on TV to build the match, that is why I feel like it would be better if it was just Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre at WrestlePalooza. It'd be smarter. But yeah. But AEW, like I said, you're not doing yourselves any favors in this situation. You're not doing yourselves any favors. Like you gave Christian and Edge a match. Okay, let me say that. Christian and Copeland, Adam Copeland, already their first match together. I don't give a shit about them in FTR. If this was the first time Copeland and Christian had teamed up in decade, okay. But you already had gave us that match at Forbidden Door. I don't care now. Now the storyline between FTR and Copeland is very interesting. But who's to say that Christian doesn't turn on Adam Copeland still? Yeah, I don't know. Uh, yeah, I don't know what you do in AEW with AEW all out. You're fucked. Yeah, you're fucked. Especially Friday. If it goes the way I think it may go, which is Brock comes out. This is why I feel like this is why I think Brock is going to be John Cena's opponent next. This is why I do think Brock's going to be John Cena's opponent next. I think Brock's going to be John Cena's opponent at WrestlePalooza. I do think that. I think John Cena and Brock's going to wrestle at WrestlePalooza. I think because again, this depends on Cody. If Cody's not on Friday Night SmackDown, Brock will be. Maybe Cody is going to be on Friday Night SmackDown. Who knows? But I don't see the point of having Cody, especially if he's still shooting Street Fighter. What's the point? Now they've been selling it as Cody's going to be on the card, but I'm looking at this situation. I'm like, what's the story that you tell in 3 weeks that gets me excited for a Cody Drew McIntyre match? The story is Drew and Randy Orton. Make that the match first. Winner gets Cody at Crown Jewel in Australia. That should be the match. That should be how it's done. But yeah. Oh no, man. Wrestling last week was very boring. This week we got very interesting. It got very interesting very goddamn fast. But that's all, man. That's all I want to say. Tell you guys soon. Peace.